Hashtag give Divas a chance time. Nikki Bella comes in as your Divas champion, going up against Naomi at WWE Extreme Rules 2015. Lots of backstory to get through on this one. Lots of stuff to work out. Basically, this match was originally supposed to be Nikki Bella versus Paige. There was a number one contenders match on Monday Night Raw, where Paige and Naomi did battle as the last two members inside of the ring before finally Naomi was eliminated from the match. There in her own hometown, Paige did her own sort of victory celebration with a promo inside of the ring where she talked about, everything that she's been able to accomplish in this last year. And Naomi, she got really upset with it. Basically, the night after WrestleMania, there was a six diva tag, and in that match was Paige and AJ Lee, Nikki and Brie Bella, and basically Naomi was the one who was able to get the rear view on Nikki Bella and pin her 1, 2, 3 right there in the center of the ring. From there, they went down the road and they went to SmackDown, where Naomi was able to pick up another big win against Natalya, beating two of the biggest names in the Divas division, both in the same week, and then having to travel overseas to go to England to do Monday Night Raw, only to see her title aspirations go out the window. If you remember back to last year, WrestleMania 30 on the road to WrestleMania, Naomi was picking up a lot of wins. She had a lot of steam in the Divas division. There were lots of rumors out there that were backed up by Total Divas, basically showing that Naomi had big plans booked for her, that she was going to win the Divas Championship from AJ. She was going to be the girl to finally beat the streak and take the Divas Championship, only to have Oksana in a worthless match on Monday Night Raw, out of the middle of nowhere, drop a big knee drop right into her eye, breaking her orbital bone, and putting her out of action. Naomi was able to work hard and get back into the WWE and be back on television for WrestleMania 30, only to have the match changed, all directions pushed in a different way, and WrestleMania 30 ended up being a Vicky Guerrero Divas Invitational match to have all the Divas on the roster go up against AJ Lee and Tamina, because they were looking to take the title off of AJ. AJ was able to overcome the odds and win that match, only to show up to Monday Night Raw and have Paige show up out of the middle of nowhere, making her debut from NXT, beating Nikki Bella. I'm looking at Nikki Bella right now. Beating Paige to take the Divas. Paige beat AJ Lee to take the Divas Championship and become the new champion. Naomi finally took enough. She's been in the back seat. She's been working really hard to become a really good wrestler for WWE. And now here she has her dream just taken away from her, and she finally snapped. This is the first time we've ever seen a heel side of Naomi. She jumped into the ring, she attacked Paige, she threw her out of the ring, she threw her into the dasher boards, and she just beat the crap out of her. From there, the match was announced that it was still going to happen, Nikki Bella versus Paige, only to have WWE.com put a story up basically saying that due to the vicious attack of Naomi on Paige, Paige was going to be put out of action indefinitely, not knowing when she was going to be able to return, and Naomi was going to be taking her place as the runner-up in the number one Divas Invitational Battle Royal that happened on Monday Night Raw in England. So Naomi, in the long run, ends up getting what she wants, going up against Nikki Bella. Nikki has been a great champion for WWE. You can say about Nikki as well as Brie that they both, since their return, have really put in the work and really became 100% better wrestlers than they once were before they left. I remember when they left WWE and they started, doing, various autograph and indie shows. They said that they were going to work hard to become better wrestlers and be able to come back and be better. And I just laughed it off. Like, these girls are going to leave WWE and we're never going to be seen again. And then WWE, was calling them up, saying basically that there was an offer on the table for a reality show that they wanted to be built around them, that being Total Divas, and they actually came back, and their match ended up being scrapped from WrestleMania 29, which ended up being one of the big storylines at the show, and now here we are 2 years later, and Nikki Bella really does deserve to be the Divas champion. She is one of the best wrestlers. She is really good at getting heat on herself, and she's a damn good looking chick, so she deserves a spot she's in. There's a part of me that wants the Divas championship to stay with Nikki, but there's a part of me that also believes that maybe the Bellas have done everything that they've been able to do, and Naomi taking the Divas championship would actually bring up a pretty fresh feud next month at Payback. When Paige is able to return, we could see Paige go one-on-one against Naomi going after the Divas Championship. Of course, Naomi became #1 contender because she was the runner-up in the Divas Championship Battle Royal. Paige, the actual winner, could show up and say, hey, I won this match. I was the #1 contender. I never ended up getting my match. Now I want my match. So we'll see what comes from this. Lots of Divas action to come, but Naomi is my pick to win the big one, her first Divas Championship.